Hi, Sam Bell here at Ibanez UK. I'm here today with the Ibanez RG9 string. It's like an 8 string, except we have an extra low string which is tuned to C sharp, and it sounds like this. So really kind of evil sounding low end there. For those not familiar with what an 8 string is tuned to, we actually have F sharp and a B like a 7 string. And then it's standard like a 6 string from E to E again. Okay, so on the 9 string we're just adding in that extra low C sharp string. Let's go through the specs of this guitar, because there are some things which make this guitar unique compared to a 7 or 8 string. The first thing is we've got a 9 string Gibraltar bridge, which is really good sustain, really solid to the body, really easy to adjust for intonation and things like that. And we also have 5-way switching on some stock pickups here, which are really nicely voiced for the 9 string, which gives you really nice clear low end when you're playing the lower stuff. You can hear each note there rather than it being a muddy mess. It's really clear with these pickups. If we turn the guitar over, you'll find that we have a nice recess here on the horn of the guitar. This makes it easier to actually access the higher frets. It doesn't get so much in the way of the wrist. If I just play here and bring my wrist up here, it kind of makes it easier to get the wide stretches on the higher notes there. So it's really nice and easy to play and comfortable. Now, having a 9 string, it might seem like it's a big piece of wood, but the necks are really quite thin, really nice and easy to access the notes. It's actually a 5-piece maple and Bubinga neck. So it's nice and sort of solid. It's got 2 truss rods running down the back, so it's really stable for the tuning, and if you're going between venues, between hot and cold, it's really nice and stable. We have a 28-inch scale length, which means from the nuts to the bridge there's 28 inches, and that keeps the strings in the low end really tight, and they resonate a lot more consistently. Rather than a shorter scale length, it would sound quite flabby, but having this extra length gives the strings a bit more tension. Talking of which, the string gauge that this guitar comes with set up is specifically designed to keep the evenness of tension across all 9 strings. We actually have a 90 gauge for the low C sharp, and then a 74 for the F sharp, and then a 54 for the B, and then the rest is just a standard set of 9s, so starting at a 9 from there. Another thing I'd like to mention that's really unique about this RG9 string is that the tuners for the lower C sharp and F sharp strings are slightly larger than the rest of the strings to accommodate for the thicker string gauge, so you can get your strings through there nice and easy and tune up. And actually the same goes for the back here. We actually have larger string holes there for the strings to go through, so if you wanted to, you could actually use bass string and still be able to use the ball end of that and have it nice and tight sounding. We can also see that it's slightly recessed there. The top 6 strings are in a line, and the B, F sharp and C sharp string are leaned back, and what that is doing is you're getting a bit more length on the lower strings. So you have your 28-inch scale length, and you're getting a bit more sort of tension in the lower ones, so you get that extra tightness. We're going to do some clean sounds, we're going to do some distorted sounds, some lead, just to see how this guitar sounds and see the potential that we can be used for. Okay, so let's hear some clean sounds. Okay, so you can find the RG9 string in the UK going for £689 sterling, and I think that's extremely affordable for a 9-string guitar of this quality. So check one out now.